Which players and or moments will etch themselves in Texans lore after a big 36-29 comeback victory? That's the question of the day. Let us know what your answers are, what you're thinking on the text line, 713-572-4610.
I mean, I'll state the obvious one. I know there's a bunch, and I know you guys have some, but that Davis, of those games where you're just going to be able to say 29-10. You know, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, you remember that 29-10? You know, Texans were losing, and you won't have to say anything else. Like, to me, that's part of the lore, is just 29-10.
Yeah, when you can shorthand it.
Yeah.
And, you know, actually, what will be it's going to be the Davis Mills game.
Well, I'm going to say, that's what I was going to say.
Right, I was like,
I'll be the Captain Obvious here.
Yeah, 29-10 is there, but we're just going to say the Davis Mills game.
The Mills run. The Mills run, I mean, that's the stuff of legend. And I'm not trying to, go in all kinds of weird places. Davis Mills this, Davis Mills that. Oh, could
CJ Stroud.
Could CJ have done that? I mean, I've heard that already.
Texas need to start Davis Mills for the rest of the season.
I'm not saying that.
We'll get there.
What I am saying.
It's a conversation that probably needs to be had.
It will be had at some point. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday we'll have that. That run was legendary. Absolutely legendary.
Yeah. I know that Trent Brown was talking in the locker room, and he was like, it was almost telepathic that he was like, run, Davis, sacrifice your body. Mm-hmm. Like, and Davis went and did it, right?
Put his head down.
I think we all Texan 713-572-4610. Where were you like mentally in that moment when you're looking up? Because I'm seeing there's time, but nothing is coming open.
Right.
And I'm just like, what is he going to do? All right, step up. And then he steps up, and then he's stepping up, not looking like he's still trying to find somewhere to go. He's running. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Go get the big fella.
Yeah.
Go, Giraffe. It was just like a skyscraper running. Mm-hmm. That's what it looked like to me.
Did you see the smiles on the sideline afterward?
Oh,
like
man.
They were just like, Davis, you did it. I can't believe you did it. Just laughing and giggling and slapping him on the back and everything. I'm curious. There were a lot of moments in this that are going to be remembered. Curious what you guys are thinking.
Give me. What's tough is it's like a collection of moments, but it's just all of the red zone. It's all of the like touchdowns in the fourth quarter where you go Higgins jump ball, you get Schultz jump ball. Actually, I say all the touchdowns. Don't forget the 2-point conversion of Nico Collins give you a one-handed catch. Is the Stingley interception also in here?
It's on my list. You talk about ball skills, like scooping it underneath, rolling, catching it at the same time. I think that's one of the moments. I think that's one of the moments that is going to etch itself into the fabric of this game, but also it's going to be one of the highlights when we recap Derek Stingley's career. That play is going to be shown.
And the funny thing about that interception, interestingly enough, is I think that was probably quietly a super important play because that's like near the end of the second quarter. I believe there's like a minute left in the first half. And as we've talked about, Cam Little could knock it down from a far away. That would have put them right about field goal range. Actually, no, they were right about probably the furthest extent of his field goal range.
They were
and then if they get that, probably, what is that, like a 7-yard pass or whatever, they're probably not nice in and out there. And 23-10 is a little different than 20-10 at the half. Not saying that, I'm not trying to make the claim that this would have been absolutely insurmountable, but that absolutely that colors the conversation just a little bit. That's a huge interception to keep this kind of keep them tethered, keep them kind of close.
Yeah. Figure, do you have any moments that just immediately stood out?
I think the one I thought about was the highlight that we came in with Danielle Hunter, just 3 sacks, because it's like, man, this is what they brought him in to do.
Yep.
And I know he didn't have, I think that was his first 3-sack game as a Texan, I want to say.
Yes.
But that's the type of production we was looking for, man. I think Will Anderson had an okay game too. But, man, that's the Danielle Hunter from Minnesota. That's the one that's the one that come to my mind.
In a weird way, it was kind of he's been here for a while and made incredible plays, but wasn't it also kind of like a sort of a coming out moment for Danielle? Even though he's been here and made a bunch of plays?
I think so.
Right?
It's tough, too, because, the Houston Texans kind of had a hard time getting at the quarterback the last couple of years. But, nah, this was that Oh, that's why y'all signed him.
Yes.
Okay, this is what y'all get.
Well, I mean, it's just it was his podium moment. It was his step into the spotlight moment. He's been one of the best pass rushers this season. But he went from 4 sacks to 7.5 sacks. He went from down there on the rankings of sacks. I think he's tied for second most sacks just off the strength of that game. And as evidenced by what I'm talking about, 4 sacks in those previous how many games? 8 games. He had some quiet times over the last few games. Like it had felt like I know that in conversation I've talked with Cody Stutes where he's like, hey man, it'd be nice if they both show up together because it felt like it was all the Will Anderson games happening a whole bunch. And Danielle like stepping into the 4 and being like, no, I am going to be the guy that makes all of these plays. I am going to be the boogeyman for Trevor Lawrence in this game. That was absolutely massive. The 3.5 sack game for Danielle Hunter is going to loom large, in particular because he's a guy that kind of is fairly quiet in his production. It was cool to see it be really, really loud in this moment.
I have another couple that were, I think, especially the second one, if I were a Jags fan, I would be livid about. But the first one, I mean, the Rankins return. The Rankins return, big man scoring a touchdown. You're going to be able to see, if you were at the game especially, you're going to be able to relive just how giddy, as he's rumbling down the field, you were. It's over, Texans win, big man scores a touchdown. Here's the one that, obviously, it's not necessarily etched in Texans lore. I mean, maybe it is. But that pass interference down the right sideline against the Jags, I thought that was just two players, kind of hand fighting as the ball's about to, I think, set up the Texans about the 2
that's
or 3 yard line.
that one was a real light call. There was I thought there were some bad calls in this game, and of course I say that even still, understanding that the Texans won. I thought that one was a bad call. I thought the Henry pass interference that ultimately gave them a new set of downs close to the end zone was a bad call. But yeah, like I'm with you there. That was the Christian Kirk wheel route that you're talking about.
That's what it was,
where the ball was behind him, but
they were just kind of
a little hand fight. But he did have the defender did have the arm down, but it was like, I'm with you there. Can we talk about, yes, I see you 713, I see you 832. How about one big man Trent Brown?
Dude, I didn't know he was going to be able to finish the game.
I didn't either.
But he did. And he was Davis Mills, especially which touchdown was it? Was it I forget which one. I mean, all day.
Yeah.
Like, all day to stand back.
I think that one is probably the Schultz touchdown that you're talking about.
Yeah, I was going to say Schultz, so I think it must have been that one.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic job. There's only one play that he was visibly like really bad on in my memory, and I think that was he was trying to cut block Trayvon Walker, and Trayvon Walker just skirts past him. And then I think that's the one that Dalton Schultz is capable of getting the ball away if memory serves, and might not be. There was another one where Trayvon Walker goes entirely unblocked, but that one felt like it was just a bad numbers situation on the front.
Yeah.
He was really good. And remember, he's how many months coming off of a patellar tendon tear? One of those things that a decade ago would have ended your career straight like that.
Yeah.
He's made his way back at an advanced age, coming off of, really he hadn't done much, stepping in and immediately being of great import to this team and I didn't even know he was going to start.
Yeah,
I thought they'd start Blake Fisher.
Well,
we'll talk more about that because
we'll
there's more questions with the offensive line. But he stepped up and really made a big deal, or handled things really well.
All right, so this may not be lore, but I think in a few years we might look back at this game and point to it for this guy. Did Tay Ursery lock up left tackle?
I mean, Tay Ursery already had left tackle locked up.
But I mean, in terms of confidence level and he's growth and all, because we would still have some time, some times when we would go, I don't know. But I mean,
the tough thing about it is forecasting forward. I think he's got a really good future in front of him. So the idea of like in Texans lore is tough for me to see. However, he had a fantastic game. If for no other reason, which of course there are a lot of other reasons, that big boy rumbling is fun when the big number 79. There was a nice little pin pull. I think that was actually the touchdown that Woody Mark scores on the left side on that little toss, a little pin pull. Hey, he get outside, and it just I feel bad for all them small boys and cornerbacks and safeties that's out there because big number 79, not only is he out there and he's capable of blocking, he runs. Yeah. He moves. And Josh Hines-Allen didn't do a damn thing in this game.
No. In fact, just sort of rubbernecking and taking pleasure in the Jaguars' misery. I was watching some or listening to some audio from the Jaguars' perspective. Boy, they were torching him. They were like, "Where's 41?" I mean, just absolutely blistering him.
Can I give? And of course, we'll have opportunity to have more love for all these guys. I don't know if this is a lore type thing, but this did feel like a little bit of a takeover point for Woody Marks.
Oh yes, Woody Marks. He's the number one running back now, isn't he?
It feels like it. I mean, if you look at the snap count, of course, in the context of Davis Mills running for a touchdown, on that play, I immediately look up and I go, oh, Woody Marks deserves a lot of credit.
Great block.
You talk about the block, but even just the wherewithal as a rookie to go, this defender is running with me. I see my guy going. Rather than just trying to block him, just run him off the field. Like he will follow you because he's not looking back for that quarterback. They didn't have a thought in their mind that Davis Mills will run. Just keep running. He'll run with you, and then he turns around, boxes him out, touchdown, baby, and a big victory for the Houston Texans. A lot of credit, but of course, I think the real winner here is clearly the Davis Mills game, right?
It's Davis Mills.
This one, when you talk about lore, the lore is going to be there for in the Texans, in the history of the Texans, as Davis Mills going and winning a big time game. All right.